What's going on, guys? My name is Christopher and welcome to It's Complicated. It is a show where I talk about and showcase wristwatches. So if you love wristwatches like I do, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button and click on the little bell next to that subscribe button and you're all set. Today, we're going to be talking about the accuracy of the Rolex 3135 movement, specifically the 3135 in my Rolex Datejust. Here we go. So today I want to talk to you guys about how well my Rolex Datejust 16234 has been running. Now, the Datejust 16234 features the classic Rolex 3135 movement. Rolex first launched the 3135 movement in 1988, making it well over 30 years old. The Rolex 3135 movement has been the movement of many famous Rolex watches through those years, including the Submariner Date, the Rolex Datejust, and the Sea Dweller. The Rolex 3135 is one of the most successful movements Rolex has ever made, period. Now in 2015, Rolex launched the 3235 movement, which was a better movement than the 3135 movement, featuring a longer power reserve and better parts. Now, will the 3235 movement be around for 30 plus years as the 3135 movement was? Time will tell. Most of the Rolex watches featuring the 3135 movement have converted to using the 3235 movement. However, I do believe as of 2019, they were still using the 3135 movement in the Rolex Date and the Rolex Submariner Date. However, with the announcement of the new Rolex Submariner Date with the somewhat thinner lugs, I imagine that the new Submariner Dates will be receiving the 3235 movement as well. About 2 years ago, I purchased this Rolex Datejust 16234. It came with full box, full papers, everything. I've done videos of both unboxing and showcasing this watch here on the show before. I will put links in the description below for anybody interested. Through the past 2 years, this watch has kind of been the warmer weather watch. I think it goes good with a lot of the Hawaiian shirts that I like to wear. It just kind of fits summer. And the Submariner Date is kind of the daily driver for the colder months. So why am I rambling on about what watch I wear with what clothes, etc.? Well, it's because I just set this watch about a month ago. Now I set it to the clock on my phone. It has the sweeping second hand on the phone and click the button. Good to go. The watch has been keeping amazing time. Now, I had somewhere to be at 3 o'clock the other day, and the lady asked me what time it was. I looked at my watch and I said it's 2:37. I'm usually very specific when somebody asks me what time it is. And for fun, I decided to pull out my phone and look, and it was also 2:37 on my phone. Then I went specifically to the second hand on my phone and looked at my watch, and it was 1 second behind the second hand on my phone. Now, I set this Datejust almost a month ago, and it has lost 1 second in almost a month. That is amazing timekeeping from the 3135. I put the Datejust on the Timegrapher Machine just to double check everything, and yes, it is keeping perfect time, neither gaining nor losing 1 second every single day. It is just keeping amazing time, and whoever serviced this watch did an amazing job on an amazing movement. Now, this is the 36 millimeter Datejust. A lot of people don't like to wear a watch that small, but I think this is a very versatile timepiece. And on top of that, the dial, the crystal, etc., is the exact same size that it is on the Rolex Submariner and Submariner Date. So it's definitely not a watch that is too small. My wrists are roughly 7 inches, a little larger than 7 inches. But man, I really like rocking this watch in the summer months, and it is keeping amazing time. It's lightweight. I believe it's 94 grams, so you never even really notice it's on. You don't knock it into stuff. It is a fantastic timepiece. Now, for those who are curious, I do not wear this watch to bed. I keep it crown side down when I am sleeping, and usually after the shower in the morning, I put this watch on, rock it the rest of the day. And again, perfect time. And sure, you can find other brands of watches that keep amazing time as well. You can find quartz movements that keep amazing time. There are more expensive watches that keep amazing time. There are cheaper watches that keep amazing time. But you gotta give a lot of credit to the Rolex 3135 movement. And that wraps it up for another episode of It's Complicated. Don't forget to subscribe to the show, share this video with your friends, tell them how amazing the 3135 movement. Rolex put the 3135 movement into a bunch of watches. So share it with your friends. And I'll see you next time on another episode of It's Complicated.